Hi, Lauren here from Hunter Valley Ants. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a rescue dig that we did for these guys, the Myrmecia Piliventris ants. And this is our Queen Mariah dig that we did on the 19th of January 2021. These guys are otherwise known as golden tail bull ants. We will be doing a separate video of the actual dig, which is kind of more about how to do digs. Rescue digs, where we kind of go more into specifics like the type of equipment we use and how we do the digs. But I'm just going to give a little bit of the details today, more about a bit of a comparison between this dig and this type of colony and their temperament and so on, compared to another dig that we did of Myrmecia forficatas. There's a lot of information out there already from people that give a bit more information on the Myrmecia Piliventris ants and more particular details about them, like size and details like how they have no teeth, that kind of stuff. But I just thought I would just kind of talk about more the colony and how we dug it and so on, and those differences, as I said. So just starting out, we actually did the dig at Anvil Creek Farm at Harpers Hill. And as I said, these are rescue digs that we do. We do genuine rescues. And these guys are at the base of a tree that is going to get ripped out as part of a paddock rejuvenation type of thing. I don't know the exact words, but pretty much they're ripping out all the trees. They're going to be doing a paddock treatment type of program. And this colony and others that we've taken out have been pretty much doomed. We 100% believe that they would not have had any chance of survival. So these guys were actually only about, I'd say less than 50 metres away from another nest, which was the Myrmecia forficatas. That you can have a look at our dig, which was the Queen Bella dig, which was done on the 30th of December. And if you look at our YouTube channel, you'll be able to find that one. Now, these guys, we found that their nest was quite different. With the forficata nest, the chambers are quite spread out, even at the very, very top. So it's more like kind of like a tree root system, or tree branch system, I should say, and root. So like it kind of spread out in the upper chambers as well. So the way we did that dig was we had dug a trench around the outside and we kind of skimmed across the top and had to work that way to kind of make sure we didn't miss anything. These guys were really different. We kind of were able to follow the chambers down very easily. They didn't spread out, and so it was very much just following one chamber after the other. We didn't have to dig too far down either. They kept in the really, really soft soil, which is a bit more like a talcum powder. I don't think we really even hit too far into the clay-like material before we found the queen, which, while with the Myrmecia forficatas, in the past we have, well, when I say we, I mean Matt. I'm just small and breakable, and I have a hypermobility condition, which means that I can't really do too much of the grunt work or I'll break myself. But, having to get into the clay, which is like digging into cement, I've been told. But these guys were in kind of like the talcum powder style dirt. So we didn't really have to get down too far. Now, one of the things I noticed straight away was the temperament was just so different, absolutely different. With the forficatas, when we knock off the top of the nest, they will come charging out at you. They have their eyes on you. They know where you are, and they're just wanting to kill you. I can't be any more clear that one wrong move and we get stung. So we're having to watch ourselves, watch each other, and sometimes they're coming out so fast that we have to step back. We have to wait until things die down a bit, and then we have to approach with caution. These guys were so different. We knocked off the top, and they will come scurrying out. They still come out with what we call a boil, and coming out on the masses, but they kind of just scurry around the top. I don't know whether it's an instinctual thing where they don't necessarily go out for the attack to kill, or whether it's a bad eyesight thing, so they don't really see us. But even from the very beginning, we were pretty much just laying right down by the nest, and we're able to just, at a speed that we could handle them, just lay down and pick them off. And I've never been able to do that with any other type of nest, and otherwise that would just be doomed to be stung and potentially killed when you get stung en masse. So yeah, it was quite a much more relaxed dig, and not having to be as scared, because these guys, although they were angry, they were not able to kill us. And yes, that is right, you are noticing alates in that nest. And from what I've been told by Matt, who I call the #1 expert, he is saying that most of them are female, it seems. I think there was only one male. We've got female alates, and since the time that we've got our forficata colonies rescued, we are getting mass amounts of alates coming from them being hatched. But before you contact us and ask me for alates, no. We are selling the nest as it is, with alates and all. So this nest is up for adoption. So if you are interested, we will have links in the comments below as to where you can purchase the nest. So I hope that this has been informative, and it is such a beautiful colony for its size. For this type of colony, for the Myrmecia piliventris, you don't usually see them at this size in the wild. It's actually quite a larger colony for its species. So it is a gorgeous one, and I hope that someone gets to have the pleasure of having it as their own.